AITA for not caring if my mom is homeless. For background info, my parents are both awful human beings. My dad, in simple terms, is a child molester. He's in prison for another 3 years, he's only serving 10 of an 18-year sentence, for child pornography. Yes, I was one of his victims. He robbed a bank, unarmed, got the money, sat outside the bank, and when arrested was caught with 400+ images on his cell phone. My mom, on the other hand, is very confusing. For starters, she's always the victim. She lost me at birth due to meth, but claims it was only weed, which isn't true. According to hospital drug tests at my birth, and left the state, I was abandoned in foster care in California, while she moved to Texas. After that, I was taken into foster care, but my paternal grandparents lied and said we were Native American, which we weren't, so I was legally given to them. For 6 years, I thought my biological mom was my aunt until, on my 6th birthday, I was told my 2 cousins were my sisters and my aunt was my mom, in a McDonald's, no less. Well, my adoptive mom died, and my biological mom came to California to take care of legal shit. She was arrested due to a warrant she had for several years, and relapsed in jail. She went home to get my sisters and bring them back, only to realize her boyfriend was a piece of shit and had CPS take them. And because she failed a drug test, she lost them. I still don't know where they are, and no matter how much I try, I can't find them. Well, she realized I was her only chance to be a mom and came back, only to realize my adoptive dad was abusive. She called CPS, and I was taken. Since then, she's been in and out of my life. I've maybe seen her 10 times in 4 years. Well, I invited her to my graduation just so I could say I tried, and she showed up. I gave a speech, but hadn't added her because she wasn't there, and I wasn't even confident she'd be there. Well, after my speech, she had a complete meltdown in the middle of my graduation, crying and all. Well, she stopped talking to me for a month, ghosting me on my 18th birthday the next week where we had plans to get food and catch up as adults. When I finally spoke to her, she wanted to explain herself. We met, and she was clearly high on drugs. I told her that I felt abandoned, and she started listing everything that made her life hell. My best friend, who came with me, had to call her out on her BS multiple times, such as dead-naming me, telling me she wished I stayed at my adopted dad's house, etc., and finally revealed that she was losing her home to drugs because her landlord found out she was cooking meth. Well, now my family is in an all-out war, because I'm her daughter, who should understand her mental state and help her. Some say I should just help my mom with a few $100s towards at least a car she could live in. While more sane family and friends tell me to cut her out of my life. In that conversation, my mom was asking for money, and my best friend called me they, as I prefer they/them pronouns. My mom screamed that I was her baby girl and I would always be her daughter, so my friend should respect her. I looked at my friend, then we left. While leaving, my friend was yelling that she didn't deserve to have kids, and I yelled that I didn't care if she was going to be homeless because she made me spend 18 years in unstable homes.